Hello viewers, welcome to Ekam Academy. I wish you all a very happy, successful and prosperous new year. So all this year should bring a lot of joy, happiness and success to you. I wish you all happy, successful endeavors in this life. Right. So first let us discuss about Article 17 today as part of the concept of the day series. In Article 16, we have discussed yesterday that state have the responsibility of providing equal opportunities in terms of public employment. So what does Article 17 talk about? That is the main discussion of today's video. So first let us understand what is Article 17 talking about. Article 17 is also part of Article 14 to 18, right to equality. The fundamental rights which are trying to promote right to equality. Among that only we have Article 17 also. But what is Article 17 mainly aiming at? So it is trying to abolish untouchability. So untouchability is the main thing which is being abolished under Article 17. So does Article 17 define what is untouchability? Means no. Constitution does not define what is untouchability, but it prohibits untouchability in any form. Right? So in any form, you cannot actually practice untouchability. So it is considered as a social disability. Right? So if your practice untouchability is considered as a social disability, and state will not entertain any such form of untouchability in any form of practice. Right? So it can be in any form of untouchability is actually abolished, and it is a legal provision. It can be enforced even against private individuals also. So most of the fundamental rights, they will not be ensured or they cannot be actually applied to the private individuals. But only such fundamental rights which can be applied even to the private individuals is like 15 clause 2 in Article 17, right? So this can be even applied to private individuals. Now let us understand State of Karnataka versus Appa Balu Ingale case. So in the recent UPSC examination, they have asked what is this case related to, right? Very important case. So in this recent case, what actually happened is Supreme Court has said, so untouchability is not a different phenomenon. It is nothing but an indirect form of slavery. Indirect form of slavery, and also an extension of caste system. So abolishment of untouchability is very much important to ensure smooth functioning of the democracy and to ensure that rule of law can be upheld in democracy. So to maintain rule of law, which is part of the basic structure, you need to abolish untouchability in all its form. That is what the Supreme Court's opinion in this particular case. Right. Next, let us understand right to equality. So right to equality doesn't only guarantees equality, but it also guarantees social justice. So all these are being guaranteed from Article 14 to Article 18 of Indian Constitution. So to complement the provisions of Article 17, we also have another article called Article 15 clause 2, which says that in access to public places like water, bathing guards, wells and everything, so there cannot be any discrimination. So in any access to public spaces also, if you're discriminating anyone or if you're trying to exhibit any form of untouchability, that is also actually not allowed under Article 17 as well as 15 clause 2, right? So if you compare this with the Indian Constitution and if you compare the provisions with the American Constitution, 13th Amendment to the American Constitution also talks about abolishment of slavery. So abolishment of slavery is also something which is closely related with Article 17 of Indian Constitution. So as we have seen in the previous case, Supreme Court has said abolishment of untouchability is very much important for ensuring rule of law, because untouchability is nothing but an extension of slavery. So this is what you have to understand, how these provisions in the American Constitution and Indian Constitution are closely related with. Right? Now let us see the practice question. So which of the following laws were enacted to enforce Article 17 of Indian Constitution? Among these, if you know what is the right option, let me know in the comment section. Then today, as part of the concept of the day, we have discussed about Article 17 of Indian Constitution. So what are the provisions? What is the Supreme Court's remark regarding abolition of untouchability, how it is important for upholding rule of law in Indian democracy. At the same time, we have seen what is its relation to Article 15 clause 2 and what is its sync with 13th constitutional amendment of American Constitution. So this is all with respect to today's video. If you like the video and found informative, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for joining. See you again.